Did you know that the world's most consumed drug is also a key ingredient in your morning coffee, one that companies can't stop profiting from? Caffeine is everywhere, in coffee, tea, soft drinks, energy drinks, and even some foods. It powers millions of people each day, from sleepy students to overworked professionals, giving them that essential boost to kickstart their morning or keep them going late into the night. But while caffeine appears harmless, it's not just a pick-me-up. It's a major moneymaker for some of the world's largest companies. Behind caffeine's energizing effects lies a billion-dollar industry using our daily dependence to drive consumption, with little regard for the risks to our health and well-being. It's time to take a closer look at our caffeine habits. Are we boosting productivity or fueling a hidden dependency? Stay informed, question the brands profiting from your routines, and make empowered choices about what you consume. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Luxury World for more insights on the truths behind everyday products. The 1909 caffeine controversy. On October 20th, 1909, just along the Tennessee-Georgia border, a team of FBI agents intercepted a truck hauling 60 barrels of Coca-Cola syrup. Their mission was to confiscate a load containing a troubling ingredient, caffeine. Considered highly addictive and potentially dangerous at the time, caffeine was viewed with suspicion. Yet, a century later, caffeine is the world's most consumed stimulant, embedded in everyday life through coffee, tea, energy drinks, and sodas. How did a once-feared drug come to power our daily routines? And what are the hidden costs of our unexamined caffeine dependence? Caffeine, from medicine to multi-billion-dollar industry. Historically, caffeine was used medicinally, with Coca-Cola itself marketed as a tonic to relieve ailments like headaches and melancholy. But caffeine's true allure was its ability to provide an energy boost. The pharmacologist Harvey Washington Wiley took a stand against Coca-Cola in a landmark 1911 court case, calling caffeine a harmful drug akin to opium. But as Coca-Cola defended its product with hired studies claiming caffeine was harmless, a societal shift took place. The U.S. accepted caffeine, and consumption soared, eventually launching today's massive caffeine industry. The rise of coffee culture. Though caffeine consumption through coffee had existed for centuries, coffee didn't reach Europe until the 16th century. In a time when beer was the preferred beverage, coffee was revolutionary, shifting social habits and enhancing productivity. By 1700, over 3,000 coffee houses were thriving in London alone, becoming hubs for intellectuals and businesses. Coffee drinkers gained a reputation as focused and industrious, sparking a societal change that influenced the Age of Enlightenment. Despite attempts to ban coffee houses by leaders like King Charles II and Frederick the Great, coffee's popularity grew stronger. This once controversial drink had become an indispensable tool for productivity, and even royal bands could not contain it. Caffeine's role in modern society. Today, caffeine exists in a huge array of products, from coffee and sodas to highly concentrated energy drinks. Brands like Starbucks and Red Bull capitalized on the energy and alertness caffeine provides, creating a multi-billion-dollar industry. Companies continually experiment with new flavors and larger serving sizes, contributing to ever-increasing global caffeine consumption. However, caffeine's omnipresence also encourages heavy reliance. The drug's stimulating effects align seamlessly with fast-paced lifestyles, which prize productivity and alertness, often over rest and recuperation. While many adults can safely consume caffeine, studies increasingly show that caffeine sensitivity and overconsumption can cause health issues, particularly among young people and teenagers. Hidden dangers in the fine line between use and dependence. While caffeine isn't usually considered a dangerous drug, its effects on the body can be powerful. A single tablespoon of caffeine powder can be lethal, and regular use has the potential to develop into dependence. The body's tolerance to caffeine gradually builds, requiring more to achieve the same effects. Regular drinkers risk symptoms like irritability, fatigue, and sleep disruption if they cut back too quickly. Caffeine subtly alters behavior, leading people to favor caffeinated products. In studies where subjects tried caffeinated and non-caffeinated versions of the same drink, most preferred the caffeinated one. This effect works even at low levels of caffeine, adding to its subtly addictive nature. Research suggests that even small doses can create a mild physical dependence over time, encouraging repeated consumption. Impact on youth. Although caffeine tolerance varies, minors are more vulnerable to caffeine's effects. The popularity of energy drinks and caffeinated sodas among teens and children has raised concerns. With higher sensitivity to caffeine, younger individuals are more susceptible to negative side effects such as increased heart rate, jitteriness, and sleep disturbances. Pediatricians and consumer advocates are calling for restrictions on advertising energy drinks to young audiences, but the industry's strong lobbying efforts, backed by giants like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, have so far prevented substantial regulatory action. The sleep cycle trap: how caffeine affects your sleep. A major drawback of caffeine is its effect on sleep. Caffeine blocks adenosine, the neurotransmitter that signals tiredness. While this provides a temporary boost, it ultimately disrupts natural sleep rhythms. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 hours, meaning that even hours after consumption, a significant portion remains in the bloodstream. For a coffee drinker enjoying an afternoon cup, caffeine can persist well into the night, shortening deep sleep and diminishing overall restfulness. Over time, this can create a sleep debt cycle, where caffeine is used to counteract tiredness caused by disrupted sleep, feeding a loop of dependency. With withdrawal symptoms like headaches, irritability, and concentration challenges, quitting caffeine can be difficult and may take several days. Reclaiming rest: a conscious caffeine habit. Caffeine has become a staple in modern life, woven into the routines of millions. While it provides an instant boost to alertness and focus, it's worth reconsidering how and when we rely on it. Experts suggest that taking regular breaks from caffeine can prevent dependence and help our bodies regain a natural rhythm of energy and rest. Additionally, limiting caffeine intake, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime, can make a significant difference in sleep quality. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine, a chemical in the brain that promotes relaxation and sleep, which is why it can interfere with our body's natural processes. Though it's tempting to rely on caffeine for that extra push, using it as a constant source of energy may disrupt healthy sleep patterns and lead to a cycle of dependency. Sleep and genuine rest are essential for our well-being and mental clarity. Ultimately, caffeine should serve as a tool, not a crutch. By being mindful of our consumption, we can enjoy its benefits without sacrificing the quality rest our bodies need. Reducing caffeine intake and building sustainable sleep habits can go a long way in supporting a balanced, energized life. Is caffeine the wonder drug of our time, or just a habit? Caffeine has long been the fuel of choice for generations seeking a boost in productivity. But as with any powerful substance, finding balance is essential. While caffeine can sharpen focus and energize us in the short term, relying on it as a primary source of energy can lead to imbalances that our bodies eventually struggle to manage. In today's high-speed world, where relaxation is often overlooked, listening to what our bodies truly need is more important than ever. Caffeine temporarily blocks the brain's signals for sleep and rest, making it easy to reach for that extra coffee to power through fatigue. However, this approach can compromise the natural energy and clarity we gain from quality rest. Relying too heavily on caffeine can disrupt our sleep cycles, creating a cycle of dependency that leaves us more drained in the long run. The next time you're tempted by a fresh cup of coffee or energy drink, consider whether it's what your body truly needs. Instead, try prioritizing rest, hydration, and regular breaks. By developing a mindful approach to caffeine, we can enjoy its benefits while still honoring the importance of real restorative rest. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of caffeine. Remember, understanding how and why we consume it is the first step toward a balanced relationship. If you found this video insightful, give it a like, share it with friends, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Luxury World, and share your thoughts in the comment below.